What's up, everybody? What's going on? Hey, we are here for another Sunday training, and got some really good stuff for you guys today. Real quick, I've got, of course, Candace Bird Davis on the line, and I got my wife, Lacey, as well. We got quite a number of people that are starting to pop on the line as well. So real quick, we're just going to jump right into it, guys. We don't want to keep you guys long today. Candace.
What's
Y'all
up?
doing it over there in ATL. I've been seeing the pictures and the posts and everything. So just kind of share it with you guys. We're going to go over a lot today. Well, not a lot, but we're going to go over some real good stuff today. But Candace, kind of share with us a little bit that experience with Stormy and the team out there getting ready for that big, massive campaign in Miami and in Atlanta.
Oh man, it was great. I flew out, I think it was Tuesday. I flew out Tuesday, headed to Atlanta. Tuesday night it was just kind of chill night. Wednesday we started 9 a.m. We were at the production studio and we were there until Wednesday morning at 3 a.m. So we did, what is that, 17, 18 hours straight of photo shoots, commercial takes. For those of you guys on the team who are not aware of what's going on with the Skin Tea movement, we are part of a marketing campaign in which we are having billboards, buses wrapped, as well as commercials and radio spots. So the commercials are going to air on BET, Bravo, VH1, TV1, and OWN. Yes, the Oprah Winfrey Network. So you guys are going to start seeing a lot of the commercials airing there starting February 16th. So we had an amazing weekend, or an amazing week, I should say, filming everything for that with the photo shoots. It was myself, Mr. Daryl Drake, Stormy Wellington, Shanita Foster, which is the NFL wife that is on our team. We also had Jeff and Janella Simpson, which both of them just went regional. We had Rashid Booth, which is an executive director. We had Val Davis and Paulette Burnside, as well as Pam McCrae. So we had a nice group of people that are going to be on these marketing campaigns, billboards. The buses are going to be wrapped exactly how Stormy did in her previous opportunity. And she'll tell you guys, when those buses got wrapped, she got so big, that's the year she made $1.2 million in the industry. So the nice thing is that the marketing campaign is definitely going to benefit each and every one of you guys on the team as well, mainly for brand recognition, plus what she has going to happen with the website that is actually being broadcasted on these campaigns. So you guys are going to see a nice, huge benefit that's happening from that. So that took place all the way up until Thursday morning, till 3 o'clock in the morning. And then early Thursday morning around noon, we all met up and did some strategizing and so forth, all the way up until we had the first super, super big tea party in Atlanta, hosted at the Business District, which was in Smyrna. There were well over 200 people that were at the tea party there. So they got introduced into the business, the product, and just about every single one that was a guest. We had a combination of guests and IBOs there. So about 90% of the guests there decided to take part and join the business that night. So the tea party was absolutely huge, guys. The movement with Skin Tea is out of this world, and that's why it's important for you guys as our business partners to make sure that you're introducing everybody into the Skin Tea movement, whether it's the webinars, the conference calls, anything. You want them to get into position before our big marketing campaign kicks off on February 16th. Because once that happens, if you thought you saw momentum now, you guys haven't seen anything yet. So after that event, it was pretty much a fly back Friday morning and try to relax, but it was fly back Friday morning and get back to work. We have a lot of people trying to hit ranks this week, so definitely want to make sure you guys are getting binary qualified. If you're running for director, hitting director. If you're running for executive director, regional, whatever you're running for, we need to make sure that we're putting the work in all the way up until the last hour of the week, which is Thursday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, guys, it was an amazing week, all this work, as well as all this money being put into this marketing campaign to benefit us as a team. So we definitely want to make sure that we utilize all of our resources to get people plugged in, get them familiar with what we do, how we do it, the reach out to recruit, everything about Total Life Changes, because this year, Steve, myself, Lanacia, Stormy, everybody who was at the film shoot this week, we've all made a commitment to make 1,000, listen guys, 1,000 families six-figure earners this year. So a lot of you guys on this webinar are going to be those six-figure earners if you get in and you work your business. You also want to introduce as many people that you know into this so that we can get them in the run for the six figures as well. But that's pretty much what happened in a whole as of last week. So this week we're just gearing up for the Houston event, so I'm excited about that as well.
I mean, that's awesome. I know you guys had a lot going on. I mean, I saw the pictures, and we talked a few times while you were there. I mean, what did it feel like, I guess, being amongst those types of individuals and really being in that place where, you know, you're about to go national in terms of marketing and having your image, you know, on a lot of those campaigns? I mean, what was that feeling about? What was that all about? What was going through your mind?
Man, it was an amazing feeling because I'll tell you what, Stormy Wellington might be a beast in this industry, and she might be a seven-figure earner, but she does not make herself anywhere above you. She's just like you and I, sits back, chill, relax, cool, calm, collected. So this is the second time that I've actually been with Stormy for a couple days. And it was just an amazing feeling just being able to hang around with everybody who took their business serious, who's on a drive to be successful, who's on a drive to make a lot of people a lot of money. It was really an amazing experience. And then it was kind of funny because at the tea event, a couple people were laughing about it because, you know, to a point there, you start feeling like a celebrity. Because people were coming up into the tea event. They're like, oh my gosh, you're going to be in the campaign, and oh my gosh, I saw you on YouTube, and I follow you and Steve on YouTube, and I'm watching your webinars all the time. I can't believe I'm finally getting to meet you. So it was kind of like a mixed emotion. It was really a mixed emotion because it was a lot of what I expected, but then a lot of what I didn't expect either. So it was nothing but pure fun, and it was great to hang around with a lot of the industry leaders. Because like we always say, and you know, Steve, you and Lenacia being my mentor, you guys have always told me the same thing. Surround yourself with people who are where you want to be in the industry. And it was kind of great to sit there and, you know, I kind of had that, and I thank you guys for it because I kind of had that moment like, Mama, I made it. So it was kind of like that Mama, I made it type moment. But yeah, it was just a true amazing feeling. It was definitely a blessing. So I enjoyed every minute of it. I'm looking forward to heading back. We're heading back in a few weeks, and we're going to reshoot again because a lot of our commercial campaign was pretty much, you know, hey guys, my name's Candace Bird Davis. I've lost 10 pounds in 10 days drinking skin tea. Follow me as I lose 10 more pounds in 10 more days. So we're going to go ahead and start our skin tea, and then exactly 10 days after we start, we're going to go back and refilm the commercial so that they can see the progression of our weight loss using the skin tea on a commercial. And the billboards are going to update, the commercials are going to update, so people are going to see our live results. As we update them, they're going to be able to see them in the commercial. So, you know, if you see Jeff Simpson, when he loses his 10 pounds, you're going to be able to tell in the photo shoot. I mean, that's going to be obvious. 10 pounds is a lot of weight. So we actually get to go back and refilm all this and take another photo shoot just to let everybody know who's watching the commercials, seeing the billboards, the before and afters, and they got to watch it on the commercial. They'll get to see it on the billboard. So, you know, it's pretty amazing what's going to happen, guys. And like I said, that's just, that's solidifying you being in Total Life Changes and explaining to people you're in Total Life Changes. When they see those billboards and they see those results and they see the buses and they see the commercials, they know we're not playing anymore, guys. So we're not playing. We're not playing with our businesses anymore. Steve, myself, Lenacia, we've had this conversation multiple times over. You guys have heard me say it on the call the other night. I'm running. If you're going to run, let's go. Lace your shoes up. Let's run. If you're not, we're just going to have to run past you. So we just got to make sure you guys are ready to run with us because this is a serious business creating a lot of money. And I said it on the call, guys. You can't make the money sitting still, that's for sure. So you definitely got to get in and put in the work. Once you put in a little bit of work, that little bit of work goes a long way, believe me, guys, because the type of incomes that we're making in such a short time, we didn't even put in enough work to be making that kind of income, I'll be honest with you. But, you know, I can ramble on for days.
No, that's good. I mean, it's definitely stories that people want to hear. I know, you know, from what I'm seeing. I mean, just to kind of reiterate what you were talking about, the more visible you are, the more hard work you put into the business, the more you're going to attract people to your business, and that's exactly what you've done. I know Stormy talks about it as well. You want to shine very bright in this business, and in the beginning, I mean, we all start with no bags of tea, you know, when we first sign up, right? And I think the main thing that you just got to do, you just got to understand is it's about building your business as well. And I know a lot of people are, in some cases, waiting for them, themselves to get their orders or tea or what have you. You're definitely going to get it, but I would definitely start leveraging other people's stories, creating your own stories around what's happening when it comes to the skin tea movement. And I really like that, that phrase that Stormy came up with. I think that's going to give it's something different, makes you want to know what it is. So kind of expect some things that I know we're going to be doing some things with that phrase as well, just to even make the movement go even faster. So that kind of brings me to a few things that we wanted to talk about, about today. And again, Candace, congratulations for all that you've done for the team and for all of us, because you're definitely what started this whole skin tea movement, I guess, in our circle, I guess you can say. So again, appreciate everything that you've done, and definitely looking forward to bigger things in the near future. And Houston's going to be crazy. Matter of fact, let me write that down because we definitely got to talk about events. So let me write that down before I forget later. But
Houston's going to be live.
It's going to be live and live and direct. So I'm telling you. So again, run for director. Guys, I think it's going to be really key for a lot of people. I had a few calls today about what we need to do in terms of going director. Mainly, a matter of fact, I'll let I know Lanacy, I know you know a lot of the specifics in terms of the comp plan and everything. So what are those requirements for someone to go director in TLC?
Okay, well, first, you have to have your auto ship set to 80. And also, if you're trying to shoot for director this week, this pay week, then you need to have your auto ship paid before Thursday. So that way it'll show up in your back office as director. As paid. Secondly, you need to be binary qualified. And in order to be binary qualified, you have to have one personal on your left and one personal in your right. So after you're binary qualified, you have your auto ship set to 80, then you need 1,000 in volume in each leg. And that's really it. So okay. What I would do for everybody who's shooting for director for this week, get with your upline. Get with them so that way we can look at your volume and see what you need, where you need to place people so we can get you director. And if you're shooting for regional or whatever, do the same thing too. So that way everybody is on the same page. And Steve and I will be doing a video here within the next few days or so, teaching you how to read your volumes and how to calculate so you can see where you are in regards to ranking.
So cool. So again, just to kind of reiterate, so to go, for those, which everybody here on the call should be on a race to director this week. Everybody on the call. I don't care if you just signed up yesterday or whatever, because anybody can do it if you're going to work. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Again, like Lanacia said, your auto ship needs to be to 80. So make sure that you go into your back office.
But it has to be paid, though.
But it has to be paid, yeah. So it has to be paid.
You can't have it set. So this is February. So between February 1st and now, if you haven't paid your auto ship and it hasn't been set to 80, then you can't qualify for director. It has to be set to 80 and it has to be paid at 80. So as long as you pay it before Thursday night, before 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you'll be okay. But what I would do is I would try to have it at least paid by Wednesday, so that way you're not waiting to the last minute in order to pay it. So just go ahead and pay it Wednesday, pay it today, just as long as you get it done before Wednesday if you're shooting for director.
Absolutely. So yeah, got to make sure you get it paid, especially for those that are running for this week. And I've had a few conversations with a few people already that are running for this week. They're trying to get it done this week, and so they've got their auto ship already set, and they've even already got it paid as well. So they're in position. So all they're doing now is just bringing people in, helping their team grow, so they can hit that qualification. And again, binary qualified means that you've recruited a minimum of 2 people, one on your left, that you placed on your left somewhere on your left team, and your right, and you place that person somewhere on your right team. So a minimum of 2 people that will qualify you as being binary qualified. So one on the left, one on the right. Okay.
And it's personally recruited.
Personally recruited, absolutely. So just to kind of reiterate, let's say you're in the business and you brought somebody in, you brought this person in personally yourself. This is one of your buddies. You guys go way back. You put them on your left, and then all of a sudden somebody fell on your right side. You got some spillover because that's your power leg or whatever, but you got some spillover. Well, in that scenario, you are not binary qualified because remember, you've only brought in personally one person on your left team. So what you have to do to make yourself binary qualified, you need to bring in another person and put that person on your right team. Then you'll be binary qualified. So just to kind of, I think we've had a few questions about that before. People that had people on their left side or right side or whatever, and they brought one person in. I'm binary qualified. No, you're really not. You still got to bring in minimum of 2 people in personally on the left and the right team. And then last, you need at least 1,000 points in each leg. So once you meet all those requirements, congratulations, you've now just hit director. You've been seeing a lot of people pop that rank over the past week or so. So a lot of people is definitely, a lot of new people. That's what's been exciting is a lot of new people that probably never really had any kind of major success in any business I've been seeing. So up until joining TLC. So again, that's what you need to do to hit director, guys.
One more thing.
Go ahead.
When you pay your auto ship, the auto ship is not included in that 1,000. So if you paid your 80 points, you paid for 8 packs of tea. So you have your 80 personal volume. Well, if you're short 80 in one leg, they're not going to add that to it. So it has to be 1,000 in each leg, but your 80 for your auto ship does not count. So I just want to make sure, just make sure that's clear for everyone. So it has to be 1,000 in one and 1,000 in the other. Now, as far as personal volume, customer orders do count, but your auto ship does not count for those for your points and volume in your legs.
Okay, so I guess when you get in your personal volume, so whatever your auto ship is, that doesn't count for rank advancement. Is that correct?
Right. But if you have a customer that bought something, that goes into your personal volume. That does count for your 1,000.
Okay, gotcha. Cool. Candace, anything you want to add to that?
I couldn't get my microphone to unmute. Sorry. No, just pretty much what you guys said. What you and Lanacia said. Make sure your auto ship volume is updated. Make sure it is billed. Also, make sure you're checking your carryover volume for your ranking legs. Other than that, I mean, let's make a run for it. Director is definitely within everybody's reach this week, so let's just get it.
Cool.
Quit playing.
And the way to change your for those who need to go ahead and have their auto ship billed, the way you do it is you go into your back office, you go to orders, you'll see auto ship. Click on auto ship, and when you see your auto ship piece, change it to, I think it says 1, you'll change it to 2, and then change your date. So change the date to, let's say, just today's date. And it'll go ahead and bill you today, so that way you'll be paid and billed, and it'll count for this week.
Right, right, definitely. And guys, just so you guys know, for those of you who are hitting director this week, next week you would be eligible to hit executive director. Let me remind you guys, there are 6 spots open in the next marketing campaign to do the buses and the billboards and all that stuff. So let's hit director. Let's make sure you hit ED. There's 6 available spots for that position, and I want to make sure each and every one of you guys get a turn in the rotation on the marketing campaign. So let's get it.
And you can always call, too, if you're having issues with your back office. Call corporate so they can go ahead and run your auto ship that day.
Absolutely. Now, I know in regards of, I know we had a really exciting call yesterday. How many people was on that first call last night, Candace, that Stormy did?
The first call had 977 people on the 10 p.m. call. Crazy. Crazy.
What about the second call?
The second call had, when I first checked, it was 3-something, but at the end it ended up being 468 people. So
Wow.
a little over 1,400 people in a matter of 2 hours got exposed to the business, the products, the compensation plan, the movement, and I'm not sure if some of you guys were checking your back offices, but I know you guys saw quite a few people dropping up in that back office because they're taking position. They're not playing, not at all.
Yep. You know what's funny is that so when you look at the call that was at 10 p.m. Eastern, 977 people on a 10 o'clock call, and then at a midnight call, guys, 12 midnight, 468 people.
They ain't playing. They're not playing.
Hey guys, and you know what? Let me kind of give you guys a little deal. Now, we've done a lot of webinars, we do a lot of conference calls and stuff like that, and I know they're going to be doing even more calls. Let me show you guys a way on how you guys can really help get more exposure to those type of events. Take advantage of those events, guys. I mean, seriously. I mean, I'm serious. Take advantage of those. Now, it doesn't mean, it makes no sense whatsoever for you to only be the only person listening to a call. Doesn't make any sense. I mean, it's good. You can get some information and learn some different ways on how to, explain the opportunity. But what you want to do, guys, you want to get other people on. So let me kind of show you guys real quick. I'm going to change my screen here. And I'm going to show you what I was doing when I was on the call last night. And hopefully you guys will do the same thing. Because I really don't see a lot of this. Some people I do. I know Candace does it, a few other people, but most people that I know that are in the business, when they're on a conference call or a webinar, I really don't see this. I call it spinning text while you're on a webinar, okay, or if you're on a conference call. So this is what I did. Let me scroll down. This is my Facebook page here. I'm going to scroll down here. I'm going to go back to the first message that I posted. Okay, here it is. Oh, hold on, my computer's just running crazy slow because I got a webinar going. Hold on. Okay, here's that first message. Right here.
Hey, Steve,
right here.
Your screen just a little bit.
Oh, make it big?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can zoom in. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can zoom in. And I'll make that, see if I can make that a little bigger. All right, let me do it one more time. How's that? Can you see that? Is that better? Okay, all right. Okay, so here's that first one right here at the bottom, guys. It says, this is all I wrote. I just said, hey, I'm getting on this call at 10 p.m. Eastern. No fancy sales pitch here. Just get on. I'm serious. And I just put down the number. That was at, what doesn't give me the exact time, but I think I posted that I think I did that like maybe 30 minutes or so right before the call. It was within the hour of the call getting ready to start. And, I didn't get a lot of, engagement or nothing, but here's what I did. While the call was going on, I was actually posting information about different things that was going on that particular call. So I did that one. This was the first one, and I think right before the call was getting ready to start, I did this one. I said, look, T-minus 10 minutes and counting before this call starts. Tick tock, tick tock. Call starts at 10 p.m. Eastern, and I put the number there again. And then I think I put, I think right when the call was, when I was on the call, I put, if you're not on right now, you might not get in. This call is jam-packed. Call now. I'm not really giving if you notice, guys, am I really talking about TLC, losing 5 pounds in 5 days? I'm not talking about none of that. I'm just saying, just get on the call and find out what we're talking about, right? And then I think I did another one. Let me see. Okay, this was after the call. Okay, so let me scroll down. So as the call was going on, what I was doing, I was actually commenting on the actual, I kept going back to those actual same posts and actually commenting on them. Why do I want to do that? It's because when you keep commenting on your status updates, it raises your edge rank a little bit. Not as much as when somebody else comments, but it does create that additional exposure that you need in terms of trying to get people to notice what you're talking about. So got a few people liked it, had 6 likes on that one. And I kept, just talking about certain things as the call was going on, okay, if that makes any sense. So if I scroll up again on this one, I kind of did the same thing on this one as well. Here I got a few more comments that I did on that one also. I had a couple people respond on that one. On this one right here, let's see. So I had a few people that responded to this one, and let me see, actually this person right here, Michael, I'm actually going to be meeting Michael in Houston. Michael lives in Houston, guys. Okay, so he was on. He got on. Actually, he caught the tail end of the webinar. We talked after the webinar was over, and he's actually going to bring himself and his wife, and we're going to meet him in Houston. He lives in Houston. So I had a conversation with him. If I would have never did this post, that conversation would have never had happened. Okay. Scrolling up a little bit more. Let's see. And then after the call, I did this here. I put text me now. There was my number. Hurry before the next call starts. Right. And so I had a few people that text me, and I had a few people that called me. At the end of the night, I signed up like 3 people. Okay. One at a $500 level, and I think the 2 came in at 100 or something like that. But guys, let me tell you this, all because I was actually engaging with people on Facebook while the call was going on. Okay, and that was a really good strategy when you're on a webinar, especially if you're not speaking. A lot of times I try to do this if I am presenting. Sometimes it's kind of hard because you're presenting, but if I'm ever like on a call and I'm not presenting, this is exactly what I'm doing, guys. I'm gonna spin it. I'm going to just talk about, hey, and you can talk about a lot of different things. Let's say, for example, Candace is doing a webinar, and I'm not on that webinar, but I'm listening in, and she's talking about the great compensation plan, or a matter of fact, let me just go ahead and come back real quick. And she's talking about this or talking about that, and she drops a real good golden nugget about the comp plan. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to talk about that information that she just released. Now, I might not give the specifics of it. I might say something like, man, did you hear that about how much we get paid if so-and-so does this? Wow, that's crazy. Post. And then so I'll wait for Candace or somebody else to say something else again, and I'll write something else again and post it. Guys, that's what you can really make some major changes in your business if you do that. It just makes a big difference in your overall exposure. So looks like my screen is acting a little crazy here. But again, guys, let me close this out here real quick. I would do that on your wall, and I will also do that on your fan page. If you don't have a fan page, create you a fan page. We'll do some training on that a little bit later. But guys, it definitely makes a difference. Every time I do that, every time I do like a major spin on a particular webinar, Lanacia knows this, we always get results. every single time. It doesn't matter what the product is, doesn't matter what the opportunity is, it doesn't matter whatever it is.
Okay, guys, can you see us?
Voila, I'm back.
I was like, wait a minute, what happened?
How do you see me right here on this side and now I'm over here? Hey, that's how we do it over here in the Rachel house. just to let you guys know. But anyway,
look on my face. I was like,
so this is what happened. So we were in the other area of the house doing some stuff, and I didn't plug up my computer, so the power was low, so it just ended. So the power just crashed on me. So that's what it was. But anyway, so what you guys want to do, you want to make sure that when you're doing those posts, put it on your fan page, put it on your wall. If you got some groups that you're a part of that you want some people to engage with you about what you're watching, just talk about it while it's going on. I think most of us tend to just promote a little bit even before a webinar or a conference call, and then that's it.
Yep.
Then they don't post anything else up. That's it. And you're just hoping that you got somebody on there. Remember, guys, if you're just listening, you have nothing but time to actually get on and get on Facebook and start chatting about what everybody's saying, guys. It will make a huge difference in the amount of engagement that you're getting on those posts. As you saw, I put up like 5 different posts, all talking about the same thing, just one after another. I did that first one, and then I said, hey, T minus 10 minutes, we about to kick it off. Then I did another post, and then I did another post. And then when the call, started, what I did, I started going back to all those different posts and commenting on all those posts. So the post just kept going up on everybody's news feed. And that I even had another friend of mine, a big-time marketer, right? Made a lot of money online, creates his own businesses, opportunities, affiliate programs, products, and everything. And he hit me up out of the blue. I haven't talked to him 9 months at least. We chat every now and then on Facebook here and there, but I know he's a big-time marketer, and he just hit me up out of the blue, said, hey, man, I've been seeing a few of your posts online. Is this TLC? Is this all hype, or is this the real deal? So we had a little candid conversation, and matter of fact, what's funny is that he actually lives in Austin, and there's a lot of marketers in Austin, guys, just to let you know. He lives in Austin, and Austin, Texas, and so he's actually going to come out to the event in Houston. He does some business in Houston. Austin and Houston, I think, is like an hour and a half to 2 hours in terms of driving distance. So he's actually going to come out there and meet with us while we're down there in Houston, guys. So all because of, now if I would have never done those posts on Facebook while that call was going on, that would have never happened. And so that's just another little tip that you guys can actually use in regards to promoting those webinars and those events for your business.
Yeah, but you don't want to give away too much. You want to give them just enough information where they're curious about it to where they're like, okay, I need to get on and see what they're talking about. So don't give away too much information when you're doing your posts. Just like Steve was saying, he would say, okay, did you hear what she just said? They're gonna be thinking, well, did I hear what? What are they talking about? And you're not giving them any information, then they're finally gonna say, you know what? Let me go ahead and get on this call so I can see what they're talking about. So by doing that, you create curiosity. And what's the old saying? Curiosity kills the cat. They gotta know. They gotta see what's going on. So by doing that, you can get people on. And once you get people on, those calls are fire. Just serious. I mean, you have Stormy on there. She be killing it. She'll close out everybody on there. So that's all you have to do. Candace, any comments that you got?
No, I agree. Just, guys, I saw Stormy in beast mode at a live event. If you think she's crazy on a call, wait till you see how she closes people on a live event. And that's all you got to do. That's why the calls, the webinars, that's why everything is enforced for you guys to help build your business. All you got to do is plug it in. all you got to do is share. I think Stormy said it, or Jeff said it on the call the other day. All you have to do is share, 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 share. Go to your Facebook, share. We have a webinar, share the information. We have a conference call, share with them, invite them to it. Share everything, share testimonies, share videos, share webinars, share conference calls. And that's how people are building huge organizations, is just by sharing on social media. You know, share. Steve had a wonderful idea that worked well. We used it in our first training, the text option. That's still sharing. You know, get your information out there. If you really want to hit director this week, you're going to share every webinar. You're going to share every post. Steve has posts. You have posts. I have posts. Go to our page. Share it. Share our exact same post, or take our picture and create your own wording and put it on your page. That's going to be the best way for it. You guys have to share. You guys have to invite people to it, because there's so many people jumping in this business on a daily basis. Lanacia sees it. We all see it. Here's the difference, guys. Are they going to get got by somebody else? Are they going to get got by you? Because either way, somebody's going to share with them the information. So if you're sitting there timid and not sure if you want to tell somebody about the business, while you're still deciding to tell Lanacia about the business, I'm already calling her up. And you've just got to be like that. You've just got to expose them. What's the worst you're going to get is a no. Well, if you don't invite her anyways, you still pretty much got to know. That's just not inviting, and a no is the same thing.
Yeah, because those calls are not necessarily for you. It's good that you get on the call so that way you can learn the information, so you can tell that information to other people. But really, those calls are for you to get your people on, so that way the leaders can close your people for you until you get into a position where you're comfortable to do your own presentations. So you need to be listening, but at the same time you need to be promoting so you can get people on, so that way you're not doing all the work, especially if you're new.
Right.
Because if you have a call, you have a webinar, you have a leader that's presenting the information, you need to be doing whatever you can to put your people in front of those leaders. Get them on the calls, get them on the webinars. That's why you need to always be promoting. I mean, Steve talked about that before. You need to be Don King of TLC. That's what you need to